Welcome to Yachting Viewpoints. Captain Stevie B here. Just wanted to show you a beautiful picture of the Columbia River on the aft deck of Ocean Pearl. It's a gorgeous day here, March. Probably going to be close to 70 degrees today. Nice calm water. But yeah, a really nice day to come out to Ocean Pearl and get a little work done. As you know, I've been doing a lot of upgrades to Ocean Pearl, and I have a new video here showing some of those upgrades. All right, let's go into the salon, which we'll see the headliner's been upgraded, polished chrome, recessed LED lighting. I think it really made Ocean Pearl look a little bit more, I think, luxurious inside the salon. It had the brass before, as you've seen other videos, some corrosion on most of them, but this just really pops. I think it just brings it updated really nice. And of course, hardware to match, went with the polished chrome. There's a lot of chrome on the boat. There's the bar sink, you have the chrome there. U-line ice maker coming up to view. And there's the new hardware. About 5 inches, I think, across on that. I think it really blends well with the teak wood. This is the old brass. Some of the brass was okay, most of it was corroded. Here's a nice picture of the brass. It doesn't look so well. Fanning back, you can see the hardware next to the fridge. A lot of polished chrome. Didn't really notice that on the boat as much, but there is quite a bit, and I think this really matches the boat well. Next will be hinges to complement the polished chrome. Coming back around, there is the chrome faucet. Another look at the older hardware that was on the boat. That's going to be all replaced. Another quick shot there. And looking back aft, the headliner really turned out well. I wanted to do a video of the headliner, of the install, but it was very easy. I think the key component was knowing your hole size, because these just have two wings on each side that fold in and they just pop in, and you just put the wires together. Very similar to an RV style. You could also used screws with this, but I went with the springs. It was a nice tight fit, almost exact. So I think that was key, just making sure that hole was gonna fit, but really nice upgrade. All right, let's move up to the pilot house as we fan around. And I didn't have anyone filming when I installed those lights, so it was a little difficult there too. All right, so let's back off just a hair, and there is the headliner for the pilot house. Again, plenty of light, 3K, plenty of light. If I know there's some 6K out there lighting, this is plenty of light, 3K. All right, let's fan around. Well, let's stop here and look at the Garmin that was installed. There's another video on that. I think that turned out pretty well. But yeah, tied them both together. I'm gonna go into detail of the functionality of these two Garmins, but for right now, I think that we'll just take a look at the install. Turned out very well, I think, on a flush mount. This is a 8412, 8410, and again, they are mirrored together, but you can have one screen doing a different function on it. You could do that easily with the sonar. You could do, there's multiple, but we'll go over that another time. I think that's going to be a little bit longer video because there's just so much options that you can do with the screens on these. So anyway, that turned out well. Just want to show you that. We're going to fan around, and I'm working on putting a new clock and a new humidifier temperature gauge. Here it is right here. This is actually a template. They give you a template. I'm going to show you this right here. And that helps you to align it. And there's the old, has some issues you can see, but went with chrome, polished chrome again. And they were really, this company that I picked, Master Marine, you can see it came with this little bracket and the template, and here's what they look like. It's got like an ivory backdrop on it. They've keep good time. I was checking that when I put the battery in the other day, but can't wait to get that mounted. I'll show you what that looks like. I think that's going to be really nice. And I think the company did a great job with the template and the instructions. Last time I had to do a lot of measuring if you've ever put a clock in to make sure it's not crooked. So I was real happy with that company doing that. There's another shot of the pilot house. There's chrome everywhere, right there. The teak wheel, chrome. So let's chrome on the pedestal right there of the table. Here's a little shot of the table, how it functions. It can actually be pulled out, and it can be done like this on the other side. Next project is going to be putting a helm chair. I don't have a lot of room, so I'm going to be creative with that. That's going to be a good video. Let's go downstairs. I want to show you a little bit of the hardware and some other upgrades. So we're coming downstairs. All right, here it is. There's the polished chrome next to the brass. I really think it highlights the boat. And those hinges are going to have to be replaced. And help from my friends. Decided we thought about doing brass below, chrome on the top, but I think we're gonna go chrome all throughout the boat. There's just a lot of chrome. You've got polished stainless on the port lights. We're in the master now, right there. Now there is some brass that I'm keeping. These brass lights, gonna be real nice. They're in great shape. Again, there's a lot of chrome. And coming into the master head, again, chrome faucet. So yeah, without even knowing it, it was kind of a no-brainer, but I wasn't picking up on it. Glad my friends, they were. All right, let's go to, also in this head, we're gonna spin around real quick. This head also has a chrome faucet. And when we get to the hardware, that's gonna be also polished chrome. Parquet flooring, excuse me, is gonna be nice. And this carpet's gonna go away eventually. And let me show you this flooring real quick if you haven't seen it. You know, there it is. You're thinking, why would you put carpet over a flooring like that? Well, you know, a lot of owners, when they first buy the boat, you know, the flooring's so beautiful, they want to keep it pristine. So they put carpet down, and to keep it that way. Well, at a certain age of the boat, where this boat is at, I think it's time for this boat to shine. I really do. I think it's hit that age where it needs to shine. Here's another, look at this. It's gonna look nice. Yeah, it needs to show that off now. All right, going into the VIP stateroom. There is the brass light that I just replaced on the other side. You can see that one is, it's got some issues. But the new one, right here, turned out real well. Plenty of light for reading. Plenty of light just for walking around, doing what you need to. You don't really need the cabin overhead. I think the key to putting this light in is the same as any liner or any light you're putting on the boat. Because when you take this off, there's going to be a different colored wood behind it because it's been sitting there for such a long time. So I think the key is to get that circumference the same, to look for it. I went with the brass because I think, again, brass complements nickel silver, chrome. It complements that just fine. Off another idea on the phone. Let me just do this before I forget. So this phone right here, sorry with my hand being unsteady here, the boat was moving. With the intercom panel, a lot of the phones, the panel was off. Now they must have came off or whatever the reason, but it's hard to use the phone if you don't know what buttons to push. So I reinstalled all the panels back on the phone. That's going to be helpful. All right, here's the one that I chose to put on. The circumference was the same. 2 wires, just wired up, but that's the key. Getting it so that when you do put it on, that it looks nice and it, you know, looks like it belongs there, even though it's smaller, which doesn't bother me a bit. And again, you have the polished stainless on the port lights right here. So, all right, going around to the guest. This is the bunk configuration. A lot of room for a bunk room. I mean, lots of storage, closet. And this also has the brass. This one's not too bad, but the one on top of the, you can see it in the back there. That one's in bad shape. I'll just walk in and let you see it real quick. It's, yeah, it needs to be replaced. I've got one already for the one. I'm waiting for one more to arrive, and that'll be completed. There's some more polished stainless. There's leaving the staterooms here. So that's what I've been up to on the upgrades of Ocean Pearl. A lot of it's turned out really well. I'm real happy. Here's a nice shot of the hardware in the pilot house. Just really nice. And again, there's a shot of the old, you know, backing off from the new right there. Yeah, that polished chrome really worked great. All right, that's all I had for Yachting Viewpoints. Captain Stevie B is going to let you go, and I'm going to keep you updated. And can't wait for all of this to get, or most of it, to get finished so I can show you the end results. Appreciate you watching the channel, giving me any kind of helpful tips, reviews. Just appreciate you very much. Another shot of the Columbia River. All right, Stevie B out.